If one chooses to break up their course into 4 areas and they want to weight grades accordingly, the categories might well be 20% for forums, 30% for assignments, 30% for examinations, and 20% for outside projects. The next step in this process is creating weighted categories. So below your gradebook, you'll select Add Category. Then you'll enter a category name, keeping in mind the actual weight assigned to each of these categories does not display for students. So when one puts in their category name, it's not unwise to also include the percentage or the weight assigned to that category. This tutorial will not be covering either the explanation of or the advantages and disadvantages of the different types of grade aggregation. However, let it suffice to say, a mean of grades assumes that all of the assignments within a given category will have the same weight. Weighted mean of grades implies that some of the grades within a given category can have different weights themselves, and you can make your own choice as to what's best for you. Nonetheless, keep an eye out for the convention Show More. This is adopted by Moodle to hide advanced commands or controls, and as we see here, there's a Show More below the aggregation settings, and there is a Show More below the minimum and maximum grade option. So we'll click the Show More at the base of the page. One of the options for grade display are percentage and letter. That way they can see their percentage and how they're doing in the class, both by number and also by the letter grade associated with that. And once again, you may always tap the circle adjacent to the question mark to the left of the drop-down to see the description of the available options underneath that category. For overall decimal points, the default is set to 0. If you'd like to change it and select the number of decimal points from the drop-down to display, you may do that as well. Once again, select Save Changes at the end of this process. If grades have already been entered into the gradebook, you may get a notice saying Recalculating Grades as a pop-up after making a change. Simply select Continue when it finishes. Your new category will always appear at the bottom of your gradebook above your course total. Notice how adding a percentage to the category name does not affect the actual weight. They're separate. Manually enter the weight in the selected area. Note, changing the weight does not affect whatever you place in the category name. Always edit to make sure that they are the same. The category name, once again, is for students, and the displayed weight you enter is for you. Finally, some faculty will create a category with 0 as the weight, where they may house activities they want students to complete, but to not actually have an effect on their overall grade. Save changes at the bottom of the screen.